Hello, my name's Chris Thomas, and I'd like to introduce you to a book that I've written. Normally I publish books for other people, but I've actually been very lucky to have an opportunity to write a book myself about something that I wouldn't have been interested in 2 years ago. But now I'm really fascinated by marvellous mammoths. So this is the finished book. It came through yesterday from my printers. We designed it all ourselves, and it's all based on an exhibition that I ended up doing for the Norris Museum. And I was particularly proud, not only to help out the Norris Museum, but also that I put it in for a prize with the Huntingdonshire Local History Society. That's here, Huntingdonshire in the UK, not in the States. And they actually awarded me a prize, which was of great help. But why should I be interested in mammoths, you might ask? Well, I'll probably go and I'll read you a bit of the book. So excuse me, I've got to turn the camera around a bit. Now, believe it or not, my hobby is looking at things through the microscope. And I had a phase where I was looking at hair. It could be dog hair, cat hair, human hair, had various animal hairs. I even have shaved cheetah hair, and I'm not too sure where that actually came from, apart from a cheetah that was obviously shaved somewhere for some purpose or another. But I wandered into the Norris Museum in between meetings, and this is where the book effectively starts. So, how it all started. A small, insignificant ginger tangle of fur next to a giant tooth and a tusk, labelled mammoth hair, and 40,000 years ago leapt out from the label. Now, I'd looked at hair from dogs, cats, mice, rabbits, wolf, lion, cheetah, giant anteater, brown bear, and polar bear, and even a walrus whisker, amongst others. But 40,000-year-old mammoth hair. I'd only wandered into the Norris Museum in St. Ives to kill some time between business meetings. 40,000-year-old mammoth hair. I turned to Helen Giles, the museum's curator at that time in 2013. Feigning nonchalance, I asked, "Have you ever looked at mammoth hair through a microscope?" "No," she said. "Would you like to?" I asked. "Yes," came the reply. And so it was that I was drawn in to the friendly family of the Norris Museum and its volunteers. Now, what happened was that I then went along with a microscope and a camera as well, so we could take some pictures. I'd also invited a friend who's a trichologist. That's someone who specializes in hair and hair structure in humans. And so we set it all up, and we even had someone come out from the local paper to take a picture of us and to take some pictures through the microscope for the newspaper at the time. So it was great. It was a great event. And I started visiting the museum. And then early in 2014, Helen, the curator, turned to me and she said, I think we should have a mammoth exhibition. Would you like to help to organise it? Now, I have never organised an exhibition in my life, although I have some graphic design skills and obviously an interest in the subject now. And how could I refuse? It took about 1 year to set up the exhibition. And as part of that, I obviously had to do quite a lot of research into mammoths. And that is really the culmination of my book, Marvellous Mammoths. Now, thanks for listening. This is only my second Periscope broadcast, and it was a good opportunity for me to see how to set it up and how to get it going. How can I keep eye contact with you rather than keeping on looking at the screen? So thanks very much, and maybe I'll read a bit more about marvellous mammoths from the book and introduce you to the subject in the future times. So thanks very much. Sorry it's a short broadcast, and hopefully see you in the future. Thank you. Goodbye.